The old philosopher was gone, but his secrets remained, locked away in papyrus scrolls. His student, Licinus, unrolled a parchment hidden beneath a loose floor stone in the academy. It was not a text of laws or ethics. It was a diagram, a simple triangle, yet drawn with an unnerving precision. Inside it were other interlocking triangles and strange geometric notations Licinus had never seen before. A single line of text was written beneath it in hurried script. The first form, the key to the world's frame. He felt a chill, not from the evening air, but from the sudden, terrifying understanding that this was no mere lesson in geometry. This was something forbidden. What was it about this specific shape that Plato, the master of reason, felt he had to hide from the world? This simple shape is the most repeated, most sacred, and most misunderstood symbol in human history. We see it, and we think of Egypt, of the colossal structures at Giza that have defied time itself. For centuries, we were told they were tombs for pharaohs, extravagant monuments to ego. But this is a comforting lie, told to mask a truth far more profound. When you stand before the Great Pyramid, you are not looking at a tomb. There were no grand inscriptions found inside, no boastful hieroglyphs detailing the life of a king, no treasures in the main chambers. There was only stone, silence, and a mystery that deepens the more we study it. The question isn't who built it, but why they built it with such impossible precision. What if Plato's hidden diagram wasn't just a theory, but a copy of a blueprint far older than Greece itself? The secret is not in the stones, but in the space between them, in the angles. The very proportions of the Great Pyramid encode universal mathematical constants. If you take its perimeter and divide it by twice its height, you get the number pi accurate to several decimal places. If you take the height of one of its triangular faces and divide it by half the length of its base, you get the golden ratio, phi. These are not numbers of mere construction, they are the fundamental ratios of life, of galaxies, of creation itself. This wasn't an accident of architecture. It was a deliberate message, a code written in the language of the cosmos. But how could a civilization from the Bronze Age, without computers or advanced tools, have known and engineered this unless their knowledge came from somewhere else entirely? And the message wasn't just left in Egypt. The pattern is global, an echo across continents and cultures separated by vast oceans and thousands of years. Travel to the Americas, to the ancient city of Teotihuacan. There you will find the Pyramid of the Sun, its base almost identical in size to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Journey to Mesopotamia and see the ziggurats reaching for the heavens. Go to China, to the still unexcavated tomb of the first Qin emperor, said to be a massive pyramid mound. Cultures with no recorded contact, all independently compelled to build the same triangular mountain of stone. Was this some collective human instinct? Or were they all working from the same forgotten instruction manual? Could there have been a single global civilization, a mother culture, whose greatest secret was the power of this shape? Let's look past the stone and consider the energy. Alchemists, the secret keepers of the Middle Ages, knew the triangle was not a static shape. An upward-pointing triangle was the symbol for fire, for rising, transformative energy. A downward-pointing one represented water, for descending, cleansing grace. It was a symbol of process, of change. Now think again of the Great Pyramid. Researchers have discovered its inner chambers, particularly the King's Chamber, possess extraordinary acoustic properties. It is a resonator. It seems designed to amplify and focus sound to create a specific, powerful frequency. The granite used in its construction is highly quartz crystalline, capable of conducting piezoelectric energy. Could these structures have been more than monuments? Were they colossal machines designed not to house the dead, but to harness the subtle energies of the earth and the cosmos itself, using the triangle as their focusing lens. The power intensifies when the shape is doubled, an upward triangle of spirit and a downward triangle of matter, interlocked, the seal of Solomon, the Star of David. In Hermetic philosophy, it is the ultimate expression of a profound truth, as above, so below. It teaches that the patterns of the heavens are mirrored on earth, that the structure of the universe is mirrored within the human being. The triangle is not just a shape to be built with stone, it is a map. It signifies the union of opposites, the balancing of two forces to create a perfect whole, a gateway created by perfect equilibrium. But what happens when a human being achieves this internal balance? What gateway opens then? This knowledge was never truly lost. It was hidden in plain sight, passed down through generations by those who understood its power. The Rosicrucians, the Knights Templar, and the Freemasons all revered sacred geometry with the triangle as its cornerstone. Look at the Great Seal of the United States on the back of the $1 bill. A pyramid, its capstone separated and glowing, containing the all-seeing eye. The eye of providence. They tell us it represents the eye of God watching over humanity. But secret societies often have two meanings for their symbols, one for the uninitiated and one for those who know. Is it the eye of a distant God? Or is it a symbol for an awakened consciousness, the inner eye of enlightenment that is achieved when the work of building the inner pyramid is complete? Are they simply guarding a symbol, or are they preserving the instructions for its use? And this leads us to the final, most confronting secret. The entire journey, from Plato's hidden scroll to the Giza plateau, from alchemical labs to Masonic lodges, has been pointing to one place. Not a location on a map, but a location within you. The ancient wisdom isn't about building with stone. It's about building a better self. The triangle represents the divine trinity found in countless cultures, but its most personal meaning is the trinity of human existence, the body, the mind, and the spirit. The pyramid is a diagram for ascending consciousness. You begin at the wide base, in the material world of the senses. As you climb, you refine your mind, you seek knowledge, you face your inner demons. The goal is the apex, the single point of unity where body, mind, and spirit become one, integrated and whole. The greatest pyramid isn't in Egypt. It is the potential that lies dormant inside every single one of us. The triangle is not just a shape, it is a key that unlocks the fundamental geometry of the universe and the forgotten potential of the human soul. The ancients didn't leave us tombs filled with gold. They left us a far greater treasure, a map to find the divinity within ourselves. They understood that the greatest secrets are not written in books, but are encoded into the fabric of reality itself, waiting for us to open our eyes and see. What do you believe this ancient and universal symbol truly represents? Is it a blueprint for a forgotten technology, a map of the cosmos, or a guide to inner enlightenment? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one. And if you seek to uncover more of the world's hidden truths, subscribe to Pyramid Parables and join us on the next journey into the unknown.